A warm welcome to our viewers. We are joined here today at the studio by Mr. Brighton Mapiku, who is our sales manager. He's also in charge with the Tyre grinding services. Welcome, Mr. Brighton.
Thank you very much, Timothy.
Can you tell us more about Tyre grinding?
Tyre grinding basically it's one of our niche services that we provide under rotary kiln services. You see a rotary kiln itself is of paramount importance and a critical piece of equipment within the cement plants, and also widely used even in the iron and steel industry, even in the heavy sands. There is also rotary vessels that are used, some for drying material, some just for material conveyance as well. So basically what you initially, there is an installation of a rotary kiln, is properly aligned in cold condition, also in hot condition. Thereby, after some time in operation, there is wear and tear on the rotary kiln itself, on the tires and on the rollers and on the thrust rollers. So over time, due to that wear and tear, there is some wear that happens which become convex, or there's a ripple effect that happens. So you end up having too many vibrations on your piece of equipment, which has got the potential to damage some other auxiliary equipment. For example, the inlet seals and the outlet seals of your kiln, and they're being damaged. And also sometimes you can have your electrical motor, your gear motors also having a problem. So over time, that you need to perform grinding on your rotary kiln in order to eliminate that effect. So this kind of way potentially sometimes happens. You get 2 to 4 millimeters difference from the actual. Then you have to grind it off and shim it up again in order to maintain that same elevation that a kiln has to maintain for about maybe 4 degrees.
That sounds good. You've done this for different industries, as you have said. What type of testimonies do your clients have at this moment from employing these services?
There's many testimonies basically. Like I mentioned, many of the problems that you face when you've got your tires and your rollers and your thrust rollers that have worn out. There's too much vibration that happens, and you end up having vibration on your foundations, on all your stations basically, and the auxiliary equipment as well. Then sometimes the same you have a snowballing effect as well on your refractory material. The duration and the span that your refractory life has, sometimes it's limited, it's reduced severely because of the massive vibrations that you have. So over time, once we perform that grinding, we have heard testimonies that we have elongated the life itself of the tire. Sometimes due to massive wear and tear, the life of the tire and the rollers is reduced. But over time, as you perform that grinding, you grind it flat in parallel to the surface of each other, and the mating surface is perfect. You extend the life of that tire, of that roller. So you've got extended life, testimonies about extended life, then testimonies about reduced vibration, which is ultimately what you want. And also cost saving on your client. Basically, they save in terms of maintenance of any other auxiliary equipment that they have.
That sounds really wonderful. And then when it comes to these rotary vessels, stoppages can be expensive. What type of interruptions do these services incur?
Like you mentioned, these are very critical equipment. Like a kiln in a cement plant, it is the heart of a cement plant. And the dryers as well, they're heart. For example, in the heavy sands, you've got trommels. They're also part of the critical equipment that is in the critical part of any particular plant. So in our technology in itself makes sure that you don't have to shut down your plant. We can do online maintenance of your rotary kiln tires, of your trommel tires and your dryers without shutting down a plant. So that is massive, huge savings on the client's side, basically, what you end up having.
Okay. All right, that is definitely interesting. Thank you very much, Mr. Brighton.
Thank you very much.